what it costs to live in New York. I spent over $21,000. Good morning, everybody. It is freaking raining and it's starting to be fresh and cold. I'm actually not in the driver's seat today. Oyuki's driving. We got our gym done early this morning because I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to New York City. Oyuki is actually going to catch up. We're going to the busiest week in New York City, which is, I'm just kidding, I don't know if it's busy, but it sure is busy for us. To Fashion Week in New York City. There's more stuff. I'll tell you along the way. Let's go to New York City, leaving Texas. Are you ready to say goodbye? How many days are you leaving me?
2.
So you'll catch up, right?
No.
Hmm?
Don't do that to me.
So what are you gonna do in New York?
Gonna go work.
So Yuki will be going to New York. Today's Wednesday. She's leaving Friday. And she has to work on Saturday. I actually got a job lined up. Time for me to get on this plane.
I'm sad.
So today's a bit of a sad but not sad, kind of a bittersweet vlog. And so I'm going to New York City because my lease is finally up on my apartment and I have to go and take a lot of my stuff out. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with my scooter because I love my scooter. Oyuki is showing up on Friday. Like I said, today's Wednesday. And she's gonna go work Fashion Week. I have a job on Saturday. I actually have a photo shoot to do in all down Times Square. And then I have 2 other jobs pending. But I'm gonna be down in New York for about a week. And like I said, you know, it's a bittersweet moment that I have to let my apartment go in New York. I leased it. I'm gonna give you guys a full tour of what it costs to live in New York. It's actually in Jersey City, so I'll give you the whole rundown on that. I got about 20 minutes or so before boarding, so I'm actually gonna make you guys a slot video for the other channel, Team Lots of Slots. Remember guys, this is my vlog channel, and then we do have lots of slots. So if you wanna go subscribe to that, there's a link down in the description, or you can just search Team Lots of Slots, then you'll find us there. Let's do a little bit more work, flying out to Houston first. Oh my God, we finally made it. Missed this apartment. Man, I missed it here. It's been a while, so finally made it. What probably was like 30 seconds or 2 or 3 minutes for y'all. Almost 10 hours for me. Been up since 6 in the morning. Guys, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna make a room tour. Not a room tour, but an apartment tour. I'm tired, I got some work to do. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. This is downtown Jersey City. This is where I live. Yep, you hear everybody yelling? Welcome to New York, baby. And I went over to Lindsay's studio. I had to go return some stuff that I still had from working full-time over there. And we actually we had lunch, which was actually really nice. We just wanted to catch up, how's Texas doing, and let's go take a cruise on the scooter. All right, I gotta cut my ride short. My scooter's dying. So I don't know how much. I might have to be pushing my scooter the old school way. All right, so let's go back to the apartment. All right, guys, so I had to hurry back because my battery was almost completely dead on the scooter and I was going like 3 miles an hour and I actually had to push like the old school, you know, had to do this and didn't realize, yeah, I'm that old when we used to push scooters. Didn't realize how much of a workout that was. So guys, I am finally gonna give you guys a apartment tour. So welcome to my apartment here in Jersey City. So I'm like literally down the street from Manhattan I am about half a mile from Grove Station, and it's about a 12-minute subway ride to the World Trade Center. I believe it's really close to 500 square feet. I'm not exactly sure, but pretty close, from 500 to 600. Definitely not 600, but it's pretty close. So this is what you get. This is my kitchen right here. Forgive my apartment, it is definitely not clean. I'm a messy person, just not dirty. These are granite tops. I have this range right here. The microwave is actually down at the bottom. I do have pretty cool, plenty of storage. The cool thing is that these have no hardware on them, like at all. But how you open it is you actually push it and they pop open. A dishwasher, which I love the dishwasher. I do like to rinse my, it is kind of small, but you have the luxury of having a dishwasher. So from here on this side is like supposed to be living room maybe. You know, we have a little studio area here, which is pretty cool. Then I do have a little end table here on this side. It's supposed to be like where I ate my food, but I just literally used it as a gear table. I do have a high boy scooter. The studio is about a mile away. If you watch my other vlogs, you can see that I used to walk every day until I bought this scooter. I do have a reel coming out, a little short video on the day I went to go buy my scooter. That was super scary because I bought it on Facebook Marketplace. And I thought I was supposed to meet this lady like at an old bike shop, but that's just where we met. And she gave me a ride to her house. A complete stranger. Yes, I got in a car with a stranger. Super, super scary. Don't recommend it, but I did it, still here. And all that I had here, guys, is literally this IKEA desk. When you live in a space this small, you have to improvise on the space that you have. So yeah, I would iron my clothes there on my desk. So let's go to the bedroom where the magic happens, or whatever. All that happened in there was just editing. So let's go check out my room. So this is my bedroom. So with this cool wall, you can actually close it up for some privacy. So we're really not that far. So if you look, here's the kitchen, here's the dining room, here is your living room, but it was my office. So, and then here you would walk into the bedroom, you could close this door and have some privacy. Let me open up this window, get more light in here. So if I decided to close this door and it was like really cold, like especially in the wintertime, and I had the heater on, it was freezing in here because there's like no ventilation, so that sucked. So they never really closed this much, just a few times, just because I wanted it to be dark where I'd go to bed late and I didn't want to wake up to sunlight. So here's the bedroom. I got this bed like an IKEA, and it's like literally metal frame and a mattress. It worked really well. Got a whole bunch of pillows because I did have some people come and stay over, and that's why you see like these mattresses here. But I ended up buying these blow up mattresses on Amazon, and they were so cool because you just would plug them in, they would inflate, and then when you were done with them in the morning, you'd connect it right back in and it would deflate all the way down, roll it up, really easy to put up. I will put a link in the description below just in case you want some of those mattresses or you want some of the desk. Let's check out the closet space in here. So you have these two sliding doors. One actually broke. I fixed it, it broke again. I called the maintenance man. They came and fixed it and broke again. So I just literally threw it over there in the corner. I didn't want it to break like completely and then me get charged for it, but pretty decent amount of space to put stuff up. It's a little messy, but it's okay. I just wanted to show you guys. You guys have a better idea. Then over here, I got a TV. I think it's like a 40-inch Fire TV. And it does get really dusty in here. And I would always ask myself, like, what the heck? Why does it get so dusty in here? And the reason is, what I ended up finding out is my washer and dryer. If you didn't clean out the dryer, like pretty much after every wash, all the dust would come out here. So let's talk about the restroom. It does have this cool little privacy door right here. But what I really liked is that my apartment did like a little 360, because if you come this way, here is my refrigerator. But if you came this way, here was the restroom. Here's my front door, so you could either walk that way, or if you hurry up and had to go potty, you would just come right here. You have a toilet, then you have this cool Brooklyn looking picture. I'm guessing that's Brooklyn with some taxis on it. And then you have the shower with a big door, and you have your shower. So the big luxury that we have here in New York, and everybody told me about it, is a washer and a dryer. Got a little stackable washer and dryer. You can fit like maybe 3 calzones, a jean, and a t-shirt in there. That concludes right here my whole apartment. I wish if I would have stayed here longer, I would have dressed it up a little bit more. Now let's talk about pricing. How much does it cost to live in New York City / Jersey City? For a decent apartment like this, with the amenities that I have, would run you about $5,000 a month for something this size, and probably a smaller restroom. The reason I picked this apartment is because it was down the street from where I worked, so it only made sense. I didn't know my way around the subway. I had no idea. I had been to New York one time before I actually moved here. I chose this apartment without even looking at it. I just did like a FaceTime tour and I picked it. I fell in love with it. I think it was great. The pricing was great. So I pay $2,960 a month. They let me do a 7-year lease. I think if you went for 1-year lease, it was like a tiny bit cheaper. If you did like a 2-year, it was like a tiny bit cheaper. And I'm talking about like a few $100s cheaper. So they let me do a 7-month lease. I didn't know what the plan was here in New York. So 7-month lease just did it for me. Now, what does that include? That includes water, and that's it. So water bills included. I had to open up my own electricity. My electricity is about $100 a month, and that's even with me not even being here. I mean, that was me being here about 10, 15 days out of the month. So I pay $100 for that. And then I do pay my internet. My internet is $85, and they make you get it through Verizon, and it's about 100 megs. It was decent. It got the job done. So out the door, I would pay about $3,100 a month for a 600 square foot apartment. I love this place. I really do. And it, truly makes me really sad that I have to get rid of my apartment. I love this place, but $3,000 a month was very hard to make it happen because I still have a home in Texas. I got cars in Texas, got a studio, got businesses in Texas, and just the $3,000 a month just did not make any financial sense because the next 6 months I am extremely busy. I have work that I have to finish in Texas. We are planning a wedding. We have the holidays coming and making all of those expenses. We have some trips that we have to go to. We are getting married in Guadalajara, Mexico, so we have to go and talk to the wedding planners. We have a wedding in Guadalajara. We have a wedding in New Orleans, so that's in September. New Orleans is in October. Then we have the holidays coming. And for my birthday, I wanted to go on vacation. And since I turned 30 years old, I've always was out of town for my birthday. I always made it a deal to be out of town. But this year, all I wanted to do was be home with my family and my loved ones, celebrating my birthday. I turned the big 4-0. Whoa. And I wanted a big party. I wanted to go somewhere extravagant, whatever. But
Those were the plans before, but this time I just wanted to be home, see my parents, my son, my, you know, new family, everybody. Just, that's what I wanted to do. So those are the reasons why I'm getting rid of our apartment. But it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later. I will still be coming to New York. I just love it here. I didn't really get to experience a whole lot of the summertime, but right now, like, the weather is like freaking amazing. I still got a busy weekend going on, so I will bring you guys along for that. I just wanted to bring you here, check out my apartment. Everybody was asking, you know, what do you pay for? How much is it? Are the apartments really that small? And guys, for the price, yeah, they are. $3,000 a month apartment. Guys, that wasn't including my deposit. So in total, 7 months, I spent over $21,000 plus deposit, so about $23,500.